Hello Pisces, this is going to be a collective energy read for January through March 2024. This is going to be for the sign of Pisces, if it's in your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus signs. If this particular reading doesn't fit, I encourage you to go watch the other videos in relation to your sun, moon, rising, or video. And as always, cross watchers are welcome. And this is going to be for the single Pisces. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. As you are aware, or most of you are aware, I am an intuitive reader. I cannot control what I see or say, and I usually go with the energies that are swinging the hardest. But I will try to break it down in groups. So some of this may pertain to you in this reading, and some of it may not. But there will be different groups in this reading if I get that energy of different groups. But I will share that with you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. All right, January through March. Now, what I'm picking up here, the energy is going to actually start moving probably mid-January to the later part of January. Right now, we're really stuck in that retrograde energy where some of us are being nostalgic, some of us are looking back on the past, some of us are wondering about, our purpose in life, and we might even be dealing with past issues or past people that are popping up, or you may find yourself actually cutting out what no longer serves you, and dealing and healing is what I get for the rest of December. Dealing and healing. So you're dealing with old issues and you're healing from it, and you don't have any intention of bringing this with you into 2024. 2024, I'm going to be doing a separate video on that, but for you, particularly Pisces, I'm getting balance. It's going to be more of a karmic year. Things that it's wherever you were on the totem. I'm not saying that, Pisces is going to get what's due them. What I'm saying is this is going to be a karmic year. Especially on the world stage, which I won't get into that right now. All right, let me push that energy aside. So we've got the buzzwords. We've got integration. We've got interspecies relationships. We've got sonar. We've got a whale of a tail. And we've got float. And we've got retreat. So let me go ahead and put these back, and we will go through these energies that I am picking up. So I'm getting a mixed group here. Some of you are looking at relationships that are going to be basically a mixture. It could be religious differences, ethnic differences. I just see that there are going to be challenges because it would be outside of what you normally date, or who you would normally date. There's going to be differences regardless of whether it's age, religion, distance. I'm getting all of that. So yeah, we'll get that in a minute. So sonar, this is somebody that is coming in, probably if you're not already attached, which you shouldn't be, this is a singles read, but if you're not already attached, this is somebody that has been, what I'm seeing is bleeping on and off. They've been in and out on your mind. They have been in and out of your life, or they just weren't in the past something that steadily, blipped on your radar, but now all of a sudden they're there. And the thing is you a whale of a tail, Pisces, you are a great storyteller. You basically, you're a very creative mind. You're highly intuitive, And what I'm seeing here is that you're able to share stories with each other, and this will create a bond more as you learn about each other. Okay, so the energy is just going to kind of, especially from the latter part of February through March, you're just going to be riding the energies around you is what I'm seeing. Not so much in the relationship aspect, but in the day-to-day, you're just going to be basically going with the flow. Some of you with retreat will actually be going on a retreat, or you will be retreating within yourself. There will be some spiritual practices or spirituality that you are dealing with. For some of you, I'm actually seeing that there will be changes in your work environment. So I'm seeing that as well for some of you. But the retreat, I see it more so, the strongest energy is actually going inward. That is the retreat. Although I am seeing that this may pertain to the group that is dealing with spiritual differences and distance, because this has got you in your head, Pisces. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that, this is just a suggestion, but you want to make sure that you are flowing in the energy and that you are recognizing the obstacles as opportunities, not something that is going to keep you down. It will be an opportunity to come up with some innovative solutions. So that's what I get. So from January through March, I'm seeing Pisces, you will, for a group of you, be called to use your leadership skills. You will be practicing self-discipline as you are choosing your words more carefully. I'm actually seeing that you will actually remain quiet and you will be more observant of what is going on around you. And for some of you, I see it will wake you up to things that you were not previously aware of going on around you. Especially this is, I'm definitely getting this in a career sector. For some of you, it could be a relationship that you're currently in. Once again, this was supposed to be singles, but I gotta call it the way I'm seeing it. This could actually be for a relationship that you're currently in. But you're going to start noticing things that were kind of like on the down low that you normally would have missed. So I see that, and okay, we've got psychic abilities, so your intuition is going to be on point. You're more than likely going to be lucid dreaming. So you're going to want to pay attention and maybe write some of this stuff down. For some of you, I actually got that you may actually be a little, this is for a small group, clairaudient, and you may hear like disembodied voices that utter just like one word. You will have this happen in your waking, not going to sleep, but I see it as upon your waking, you may hear like fractions of sentences or one words. You will want to write them down immediately, or else you will forget them, but they are going to mean something. That is not going to be for all of you, although I do consider Pisces one of my more intuitive and more empathic signs, along with Cancer. All right, so we're going to go with balanced relationships, self-expression, and boundaries. What I'm picking up here for Pisces, especially the boundaries, and that's going to go kind of along in with the self-discipline, where you're going to find yourself in a position where certain boundaries that you have or that you will need to implement are being challenged. So that will provide you with opportunities to find solutions on how to best navigate the situation, how to self-express. So you definitely are going to be learning more about how to communicate, and to, once again, we've got balance. 2024 is definitely going to be a year with balance. It's definitely going to be a karmic, where things seem to be upside down and not right. All of a sudden, that script is going to be flipped. So relationships, family, home, love, career, all of it's going to start balancing. So if you were in a situation where you actually felt that you were on the reverse end of things, it's the best way I can say I'm seeing it, the reversed end, or on the short end of the stick, or always drawing the short stick, things are gonna balance out. Okay, so we definitely have the partnerships, unconditional love, and the rejuvenation. So once again, I'm picking up that energy for people who are in a relationship, although this is supposed to be a single read, where there could be sparks that reignite pre-existing. It's also, what I'm picking up for you is the ability to get out there, not so much that group anymore, but you're enjoying life. You're drawing on your inner awareness, and it's giving you a new outlook on life, because you're starting to notice that spirit is at hand. You're starting to notice those synchronicities, those signs. So it brings you alive, because all of a sudden you have confirmation, and you know that spirit is working to give you what it is that you seek. I actually read an analogy that is popping in my mind now as a good way to describe this, is that you're asking for a cake, and the universe is giving you all the ingredients, the oil, the eggs, everything, literally just handing you the box, giving you the eggs, everything, unless you're a baker and you're going to bake everything from scratch. But all the ingredients are there. But guess what? You're not putting all the ingredients in, and you wonder why your cake is falling flat, it's not rising, it's burning. It's because you're not using all of the ingredients. And some of you just leave that cake, even though you're asking it, all the ingredients are there, you're just leaving it in the pantry or in the cupboard, and you're not making it. So this is something that is going to come to light with you, that the ingredients may have always been there, and you didn't recognize them before, and now you're seeing them as your strengths. You're seeing them as, hey, I knew that. You're going to start getting confirmation on a lot of your intuition, Pisces. It's going to start coming, and it's going to start forming better partnerships, regardless of whether it's at work, family, home. You're going to start drawing more on your spiritual awareness, and you're going to see that things are going to start falling into place. It's kind of what I'm getting there. All right, so you have, okay, here we go. Your inner knowing, teaching, and greater responsibility. Some of you know that we are all caretakers of this earth. We are all caretakers of everybody around us. You're always in a position to be a caretaker. You're always in a position to be a student. You're always in the position of being a teacher. You will begin to realize this and have a greater understanding of all the components in place for you, and you will continue to grow. I see 2024, I see January through March actually being the building blocks upon this, where you start to come into that realization. And by the time April hits, I think you're fully going to be rolling with it. All right, we've got Shamuel, light green. We've got happiness, vibrancy, energy, and hope. Yeah, I just said April. By April, we're going to be really into that energy. So I really see that January through March are going to be, I'm seeing the actual like building blocks. I'm seeing the building blocks. So regardless of whether you're single, there will be building blocks. There will be an introduction. I'm seeing that for some of you. There will be somebody that for a group of you that you have been bleeping. I'm seeing that bleeping on a radar screen, on and off, on and off. That becomes a silent, a steady, not a silent, a steady. Maybe they have been silent, maybe you've been silent and observe it, but now you're wanting to make sure that they are a steady stream on your consciousness. So we'll go with that. So we've got Archangel Uriel, we've got gold. So gold could mean something. I'm seeing this as actually the color gold stands out to some of you. I'm actually seeing gold is something, this is for a group of you. Gold is something of a sign for some of you, that you are looking at it as a synchronicity as soon as you hear gold. All right, for others of you, this is going to be an epiphany, like an aha moment. I see this aha moment coming at the end of January and going into February. It's going to reignite a passion in your life. For some of you, you may end up changing careers altogether, or if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to see yourself take different strides to grow your business, okay? So I'm definitely seeing that your drive is definitely being increased by the end of January. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing that gold, hearing the word gold in itself was significant to some of you. All right. So with others of you, we're seeing that there's going to be wise decisions made. Once again, you are being observant. Things that were obstacles, you're not looking at them as obstacles anymore. You're looking at them as opportunities. All right. So you are, becoming more organized. You're validating. You're making sure you're checking everything. You're becoming more, I keep getting the word balance. You're becoming more balanced. You're making sure everything is balancing. It's all readjusting. So whatever was on the short side is now coming up. It's going to be balanced. I'm actually seeing the level and it being balanced. That's the visual that I'm getting right now, is where it was off kilter, it's now coming and it's balancing. So I'm definitely getting balance for you, Pisces. Now your perspective, okay, what I'm picking up here is definitely this feather. Once again, I'm seeing that, January through March is definitely going to be very big on the signs and the synchronicities. You are also going to be changing. Now, okay, wait a minute. Now I'm also getting guidance. I'm getting that for some of you, there will be guidance extended. You're asking for guidance. You're actually going to a mentor or a close friend. You're having more intimate discussions. You're grateful for these people that are in your life. You're grateful, but there's something that you are seeking. So for some of you, I see you going on a spiritual quest. Yes, I'm seeing you going on a spiritual quest. You're going inward. Some of you will be trusting very few. I'm seeing that. But I'm definitely seeing the trusted ally. For some of you, you need to learn to trust again. Okay, so let me set that aside. So we've got, okay, yes, the Magi. So you are creating once again, this is going to be, I'm seeing this for the AHA group. I'm seeing that when you have that epiphany, you are going to be able to create how your 2024 is going to, where you are going to lay your energies at. Okay, so I'm seeing that you are manifesting. You are taking that cake mix out now and you are putting all the ingredients in it and you are making that cake. 2024 will be for that particular group that had the epiphany. Will be the year that you bring all the pieces together. You're not going to wait for it to fall in your lap. The universe has already given you the ingredients. It is up to you to mix them. All right? Can't get any plainer than that. All right? So you need to trust the signs that you're seeing, because if you're ignoring these signs or if you are hesitant and you don't proceed forward, then it's just not going to happen. All right. There are a lot of you that want that legacy, that those pentacles. I'm seeing that too. Those pentacles, you want that legacy. You want to build it up. There are others of you that want the legacy as far as the friendship and relationships go. You're wanting a more solid. I don't believe you're settled. So that is what you're looking for. Is you're wanting a place of your own to be settled. That's for a small group of you. And actually we've got patience. It's mixing. Once again, I'm getting the mixing, the balance, all the ingredients. All right, so we've got the sweat lodge. I needed that as clarification. Yeah, here we go. We've got the guide. We're looking for a mentor or a trustworthy ally. Okay, so what this is telling me, this is for the group that I see doing the spiritual retreat, going inward and really asking yourself, does that serve my objective of where I want to be? If it doesn't, you're letting it go. There are some of you that are going to be in a teacher and student role simultaneously. I'm seeing that. So we have got that this is going inward. We have got that this is a purification process. So there will be, you don't know everything. That's what I'm getting really strong, is you don't know everything. And this is now the time to open up. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to how certain people make you feel. And the energies. I'm getting that really big as well. Okay, we've got enchanted, beguiled, and spelled. So there is somebody, and I believe that this is for the group that the rejuvenation and the sonar, the blip. I'm definitely getting it for that group, that this person has always caught your eye, but for whatever reasons you couldn't bring it together. They've really sparked your curiosity. There will be an opportunity. It may not roll out exactly how you want it to, but I do see that there is an opportunity to share information and tell stories, and you're going to find that there has been like a psychic connection between the two of you, or that there has been a lot of things that that you have picked up on concerning the other ones at certain times. Maybe they were thinking of you, is kind of with the way I'm seeing it, and you were thinking of them. But I'm seeing that there's going to be an exchange of stories that are definitely going to be like, wow, are you serious? I was thinking that, or that happened to me. It's going to be a really mind-opening thing that once you find out how strong this connection is. But I see it at a distance for a lot of you. I see it at a distance. It isn't anybody close. I'm not saying it can't be, but I don't believe on the group that I'm talking to that it is. I believe that it's definitely at a distance is what I'm getting. All right, so what we've got here is, did I say this already? Oh yeah, there's going to be truth. Something, and this once again, I'm getting this for the balance group, the group that and the group that I said that you are going to start being more observant. There's going to be a truth that was buried that all of a sudden is going to be revealed, or you're going to hear it, and it's going to be a little bit not gonna. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. It's gonna be a little bit shaky around this truth, because it was something that was trying to be kept from you, and it's going to be revealed, or it wasn't trying to be kept from you. You just didn't pay attention, and now you're paying attention. That's kind of how I'm getting it. Is maybe it wasn't hidden from you, but you weren't paying attention, and now that you are paying attention, it's going to shock you a little bit. But you won't look at it as it falls into the group of you will need to find a solution, the opportunity, because it is something that you are not going to walk away from. All right. Or if you have to move or relocate, it might be that nudge. For some of you, that's a small group of you. All right. So we've got that January, February through March. We've got the 9 of Cups. You're wondering when you're going to get yours. When are you going to start seeing, your wishes come to fruition? You see, he's looking in that cup. He's scrying. When am I going to see this? When am I going to start seeing the fruits of my labor? When am I going to start seeing my dreams come true? When am I going to have that person significant on my arm? You're asking that, and the universe is saying, well, you are you planting the seeds? Are you doing the work that it takes to see something grow? Are you planting the seeds? This is the time to get a greater understanding, to learn, to go inward, to get that trusted ally, that mentor. Now's the time to be both the student and the teacher. So you're being asked to do that. You're looking for that happiness. You're looking for the celebration. The one thing about this, though, this is the 4 of Wands. Usually people go into something, and it's fun, but it's short-lived. It's once the responsibilities and everything hit, that euphoria, some of you may have euphoric moments, but once that euphoria wears off, then that energy changes. But Pisces, this is what I love about you, Pisces. You always ride that energy. Now, this is you going forward. It doesn't matter if it's at night, during the day. You are handling whatever energy is thrown at you, because that's what you've always done, Pisces. You've always handled it. Now, one thing and you know which direction you want to go, and you're going to take that chance, because you're starting to see all the ingredients that the universe has thrown your way. But in order to make that cake, you have to follow the instructions. You have to cut away everything that's not supposed to be in that batter. You're listening. See how that sword's just laying there? It's there. But being kind enough to listen, choosing your words carefully, determining what is going to be good for you and what is not going to be good for you. All right? So this is the truth, inner and outer, coming around full circle. And this is restoration. This is justice. All right? That's how I'm seeing it. All right, Pisces, if you have any questions, drop it below. If you want your energies to be included, just drop an emoji in the comment section. As always, I appreciate your time with me. I really, truly appreciate your time with me. And I will talk to you later. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you choose to. And thank you for spending time.